And I'm pretty sure you have a lawyer, right?
Yes.
And your lawyer, of course, all laws have to be proven without a doubt, right?
Yes. And, you know, there's many phases of a trial like this. We're still in the discovery phase, getting ready to go into the motion phase. A lot of things that we have proof of wrongdoing on their part or evidence that's not true doesn't come out till trial. Well, that could be a couple of years, even from now, depending on. We've been going for a year and a half already, and not once have I had a chance to say my side of the story or to show my paperwork. Or I went to the district attorney in Lake County and told him that I knew they knew I was growing marijuana, and I asked them to come to my house and ask them to look at my recommendations, my plant counts. He told me they didn't have time for that. There was too much of it going on. As long as I was legal and had my paperwork, I was fine. I told him if he wanted to get on Google, he could Google my address and he could count my plants from space, which that's still up there. You can still do that. I told them they need to quit spending so much money on helicopters and just get some computer geek to Google everybody's property. And he never came out, but I went to him and told him I wanted the sheriff to know to make sure I was in compliance, and I got no response from him.
I'm going to go Floyd, and then Paul, and then myself, because I have a question too. Floyd?
So obviously they're stretching this out to drain your bank account, obviously.
Yes.
And we see right there right off the bat. And so what about the chances of making your case go forward quicker? Are they not allowing that to happen, or they're just keeping
Well, I'm not sure who really sets the pace of a case. As I think most people know, they say the longer it goes, the more advantageous it is
for you,
for us
to win. But the key is
But at the same time, it's a horse race. We're losing money.
Right.
And, you know, like I said, I was the largest contractor in Lake County, and my phone used to ring off the hook. It doesn't anymore.
And that's the other part. Are you the only one in your area that is doing this? Are there other people in this county doing this? Are they back there supporting you also?
Well, there's lots of people doing it, but everybody's afraid. I mean, they're not so much afraid with the state folks. They're more afraid with the feds, because the feds don't play by the rules.
True.
Everybody knows that. They do exactly what they feel like doing. They don't listen to Obama or Eric Holder's directives at all. They just do what they feel like doing. I mean, we figure that the day they arrested me cost probably $250,000, adding up the helicopters. We had 15 people at my house with SWAT team laying on the. We were at my cabinet shop working when they came and showed up and had us all lie on the ground, had us in handcuffs for 7 hours. You know, just went through our house, everything. Found absolutely nothing, and arrested us anyway.
Wondering who our government is, and when President Eisenhower stepped down from office, he warned the country about the industrial military complex.
Yes.
And that came into being.
Yes.
I think they're the folks that are kind of running stuff.
Well, to me, this whole thing is about money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, Lake County has a big meth problem. There hasn't been a meth bust up there until recently when we had an election for the sheriff. Probably in 10 years there hasn't been a meth bust. And it's all over the place. They don't spend any time going after that.
They're the worst.
Yes. And that's where they need to spend the money.
So you were, in other words, you were in compliance with the regulation? Okay.
My paperwork covered my plans.
So do you suppose they were vilifying you for another reason, because you were a contractor in the straight world, and they why would they pick you out of all the people that grow, and they picked you first to arrest?
My own personal belief of why they did that.
Yeah, your suspicions. Yeah, tell me.
Because I went to the local sheriff there and told him his officers stole money from me,
Okay, retaliation?
And I went to the district attorney and told him his task force was corrupt and was stealing money from people. And I was arrested by a federal agent who happens to be the best friend of one of the task force guys.
They don't like being exposed.
Yeah, and, you know, a lot of people say there's the connection between the locals and the feds has nothing to do with my case because I'm in a federal court. But I know it's because I went and accused the local cops of being crooked. We've had a lot of friends that got busted for medical marijuana, and they had guns stolen, and they had money stolen, and there's no accounting for any of it. So I went to the district attorney and the sheriff's department. Neither one of those guys got elected this time. They're gone. However, I believe I was arrested because I went to them and told them they were corrupt.